here is the regular way of getting out as quickly as I can for you here. We can just skip past all this by just touching the screen and holding onto it. It scrolls past if you've already read it and don't want to read it again. And similarly here, the conversations, just keep on tapping to get through the conversation. Right, let's just start off by just going around and collecting all the things that we can before we need to go into any puzzles. We'll work left to right around the room. First thing, have a look at this flower pot and just tap off this mud. Just have a look at the configuration there. We know what that's for. Get our silver key. Go ahead and pick up the candle because I'm going to explain the actual puzzles as we go as well. And also this amulet from the top of the clock. Right there is what you want as well. Okay, as we go around the room, the only thing you need to collect from here is the silver bauble from this table. And next we'll, first things first, this wagon, take the cloth from the top of the wagon, but also there is a coin in there. It's difficult to see, it's just behind that right support, just there. You get the golden coin. Underneath the cat, these look like books, but one of them is actually this one here. It's actually a stick of wood. We've got that, the stick of wood. Nothing else to see there. Go ahead right now and take your candle and put it into the recess in front of the mirror. Right here. Just on the shelf, that's fine. This door will actually open up with the aid of the silver key. And we can go on straight outside here. As soon as you get outside, there's a wooden piece of flat wood on the edge of the balcony over here, so go ahead and collect that. Take a look at the sink. First thing you want to do is unclog all this by taking the plug out. Take that golden coin from there, put the plug back in. Take the shiny silver bauble that we got from the table in the other room and put up here in that space. That makes the tap usable. Take your cloth, soak the cloth in the water. Go back to this side, go up to the music box and place the flat wooden slab on side there. Now the object is, it's locked at the moment because it wants to hear that sound, and you replicate it by tapping on which wooden block. Now the tune is 1 3 5 5 4 3 2, which opens up with help to give you the blue key. Come away from here, you can use a blue key, right, the left one, which will give you this block of metal. Now the stick that you got from underneath the cat, if you actually have a look at that and add the piece of metal, you get a hammer. Have a look at this orb, use your wet cloth, it wouldn't work dry but now it will, to clean off the mud off the orb and you can see inside it. Use the hammer to go ahead and smash that open. And from there you get the coin, you have a look at this piece of paper. This piece of paper here says 748. What I want to do now is set the grandfather clock to 7:48. Hit up here, bird gives you the brown key. Go over here. We actually want to take the door handle from off that cupboard and use it down here on this one to allow us to get in to see this. I'll come back to that in a second. We put the candle up here for a reason. It fogs up the mirror to give us this clue, NEWS, news, or thinking laterally, north, east, west, south. You click the center when it's pointing out whichever. You rotate it comfortably. So north, which is always the red one, east, to the right of the red, west, and south. It opens up. You can ignore the rusty key, we don't need that. But have a look here. And what's important is that you look in the negative space. Not the actual lines, but the white piece of parchment that would be behind it if those were frames, so to speak. And you should see numbers. So here we can clearly see there's a 4 in between the lines. That's a 7. There's another 4 and a 6. That's 4, 7, 4, 6. Using that number and our brown key, we unlock this drawer, get the Da Vinci Code cryptex. So 4, 7, 4, 6 opens up to give us the screwdriver and the green key. The green key opens this thin drawer underneath here. There you get the letter opener and the coin and a reference to the 1922. From here we want a red key. The red key is in the chandelier, and the only way I know to get it down is to earthquake the room. Literally. Chandelier is shaking. Hear that? That's the red key dropping. Now at the bottom of the chandelier here as well, is the yellow gem. You want to collect that. If you look at the door, you can pick up the red key, and it's that red key that will open up this cupboard, which gives you the length of rope. Have a look at the pendant and use the letter opener, the stroke knife, to open it up, and you'll see this note here. Ethel made this pendant conceal our forbidden love. Yours, Adam Skeffington. And he's dated it the 1st of the 4th. 1-4. That's important. What we want to do is go over to this map. I'm walking. Zoom right in. You need to zoom. I don't know if this is specifically supposed to be for the iPad or not, but this makes this very difficult. 1 and 4 are coordinates, longitude and latitude. The lines are at the top and the side, as normally you would find them at the bottom or not. But you want to go 1 down and 4 across. 3, 4, and start to tap in that area. And eventually the map should start to break. So there it is, and you can pick up the white gem. Now that code will always be different on that note, and you just have to go, the first number is the ones at the side, the second number is the ones at the top. So we've got both white gems. Now if we come away, and what else are we missing? If we were to take the candle back, right, if we go over here to this painting, use our screwdriver to undo the bolt, and it brings up here. Now this brickwork, as we look at it, there's say vertical and horizontal lines. Where do we see that before? Oh yes, that's absolutely right. It matches up with these, so it's in the second row down, and the 1, 2, 3, 4th one across, and then following like an L to the left. So remember that that's again always going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap both of those two at the same time. Yes, and you get this. So that's now open. That's good. Now, if you have a look at your candlestick now, if you'd removed it from a shelf, there's actually a coin underneath where the candle was. Once it had melted down by now. So there's going to be a coin underneath there. Go ahead and retrieve that, and you should now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins, which is what you need for this puzzle. Take a note here of the sequence of colours that you have here. You might want to get a piece of paper for this part. Mine are now blue, yellow, purple, green, and brown in this coloration, this brightness. Blue, yellow, purple, green, brown. Have a look at the books here, and you'll see that these books correspond to colours and also dates. These dates match the coins. So you have to put the coins in that order, matching to these dates. There we go, you get them correct and the box becomes unlocked. So you open it up and there's a sword inside. You can't immediately take the sword away, you have to put these gems into the gaps that you see on the hilt there. Sort of white in the bottom, yellow in the top. You can now take the sword out. I should have turned around and used the sword to cut down the curtains. Brilliant. You go outside. Oh, my mistake, I haven't told you to get the length of rope yet, have I? Take that length of rope from that right hand cupboard. Tie the rope to the balcony, tie a curtain to the rope, tie another curtain to the rope,